So, to start off this recording,
No.
if you had a hand job like this, what would you do?
Is she hitting the balls too?
Yeah.
Then I'd cry in pain. I want to preface this by saying, like, this last Saturday, it was like an outdoor fire, and everybody stood 6 feet apart and wore masks, so it was all kosher.
Yeah.
And then I went to go see, like, 7 friends, I guess? No, it was 8. Well, 7 including me, I think.
7 including me. I'm my own friend. Please,
Yep.
someone be friends with me.
I was told it was like, we all know each other thing, and there was just this one girl who never met. I'm like, oh, who's this? They're like, oh, it's my roommate. I'm like, okay. And she starts talking to me, and she's like, yeah, I'm a gamer girl. I play Ark. And I'm like, oh, I love Ark. The way she talked sounded like she was trying to talk me out of suicide.
What?
She was like, oh my god, like, you need to do you, man. You need to not care what people think. I'm like, cool.
Was she also high?
Yes.
Okay.
Legitimately, yes. But, so I was like, she was also drunk a little.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was like, then, and she kept on doing that, and I think once I was like, it was like that meme, can we talk about video games?
Yeah, can we talk about something that isn't, like, trying to be super deep?
She said one thing that was super funny to me, because I've never heard this stereotype. She was like, yeah, society says if a girl plays video games, she's a lesbian.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's weird. I believe your experiences. I just never personally heard that, you know?
Right, right.
And then I turn around, and she's passionately making out with my friend, let's call her Natalie.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe there's another reason. Maybe. I hear Ghost of Tsushima's pretty good.
Dude, yeah. I was being told how good it was.
My coworker played it. He said it's kind of like Sekiro in the fact that perfect parrying is how you have to do everything.
Oh, dude, I very much enjoy that.
But he said it's not nearly as hard, and there's less mechanics. I don't know, I like Sekiro's difficulty, but we've gone over that a billion times.
Yeah, because we're very much Souls fanboys, if you couldn't tell.
Yes. I even remember, like, the people who got me into Souls-like games.
I know you're the one who got me into Souls games.
I'll tell you the name, but you know that kid whose teeth was always out, and he was a super, like, elitist prick? Friends with our game developer friend?
No.
He was the one who's like, hey, you ever heard of Dark Souls? And I'm like, no. He's like, it's really hard, you should play it, you won't beat it. And I'm like, okay. And I played it, and
Yeah.
I beat it after like a month, and I'm like,
Oh! Oh, it was the last jump!
and you fucked it up. You lose, try again.
Wow, fuck you too, game.
I'd laugh if every time you lose, it just gets 10% bigger.
What gets 10% bigger?
The font. Just you lose, and eventually it just stops saying try again.
It just says, you suck. It just transitions like, wow, you really don't have a life, do you?
And you lose again, I'm deleting your save.
Oh my god, that'd be awful.
I can't remember what the game was called. Did you ever hear about that game? That from its onset, only a certain number of matches could be played, then they'd shut down the servers?
Wait, really? What game
Yeah.
is this?
It was like in the light or something. You were like a monster hunting humans.
Okay.
And they made it so like only 1 million games could be played. Yeah, I guess the game just completely shut down. And they're like, yep, no more.
Do you remember how much of a letdown Evolve was?
Which sucks because we played it at our buddy's house. And we're like, oh, this is pretty cool because, we got to play the monster.
Yeah, it's like a lot of fun and stuff.
And then I bought it and it was like, oh. Like, it's good for like a one-off match, but anything beyond that is just like
Yeah, apparently what killed it was like a new monster they added that was obscenely OP. So they decided not to really test it, and like everyone would just play the Wraith, and it's like, well, I just lose, and people just kind of quit the game because of it. I know Evolve very much did die as a game, which is sad because it was a really cool concept.
It's a cool concept until you think like, oh, it's one player's turn to have fun. That was an old game, and like, I fully regret buying that.
Oh, I forgot you bought it. Do you still have the disc?
No, I sold it immediately to try to recoup my losses.
Oh, that's right. Back when you sold games.
In all fairness, do you ever think I'm going to touch that game again? Oh, I forgot to mention, at that party,
Huh?
you know our old friend, I don't even know a decent nickname for him. Call him Kira.
Kira.
He's actually getting into professional fighting, which I thought was cool as shit.
Oh, yeah. You briefed that with me.
Yeah, he's a professional Muay Thai boxer, which I did not expect.
Dude, that is actually really freaking cool.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, if you can't, where's the... There's no timer, though.
Fresh like a spring.
Did it not like that I cheated?
But, like...
Yeah, did it just... Or did I just not do it again?
Also, I've been saving his air mattress for 4 years, and he finally came over. I was like, hey, I was told this is your air mattress. And he was like, what the hell are you talking about? And he's like, it might have been the girl I was dating at that time, but, like, yeah, it's yours, homie.
So you just had a random person's air mattress?
Yep. And now I have an air mattress.
I mean, hey man, less money on you.
I mean, like, I don't see a use for it, but I'll probably lend it out to Giant. He seems like the type who would like to camp.
Question. Did you ever make pancakes with, like, olive oil?
No?
Yeah, so, when I was younger, my grandma, she would make us pancakes anytime we'd come and visit. And she would always cook them in a certain way, and they were really, really good. Come to find out, she just put, like, olive oil in the pan and cooked them. And it's so unbelievably good. Like, I don't know why.
Weird, but I'll take your word for it next time I make pancakes.
Yeah, man. Like let's... Fuck it, let's make pancakes for dinner.
Me and you right now could go in and buy a neighborhood.
We honestly could.
If you want a real trip, look up fucking housing prices in Detroit. You'll find there's so many bombed out crack houses for like 1,000. Oh.
Well, that
1,000 a piece. That is just amazing.
Yeah, let me point out, it's very sad and depressing that, like, there's so many, like, broken places that are just $1,000 that you can buy.
Like, I don't know. My thing is I like going on Zillow and just looking at houses, like, amazing houses and shitty houses.
Like, look at the amazing houses and go, someday.
Hopefully. Well, I found one house that was a castle for like $2 million and
like literally a castle.
It essentially looked like it. They had a fountain out front and stuff.
Yeah.
So like way nicer than anything. They had a fucking 4-car lift in their garage.
Oh, but why?
And it had 2 cars on it and a car underneath it. What I always question is why do you build that then leave?
Yeah, it's like, how do you have so much money to just be bored of it and then just leave it there for someone else to buy?
Yeah, and it was like monthly payment, $13,000, and I'm like, I make 13 grand a year, homie.
Anyway, on that note, back scratchers.